So today I'm going to be doing a couple ink blended backgrounds, and I thought it would just have a fun beachy vibe to go with the Summer Sunshine stamp of the month. I have chosen a color palette of red, orange, and yellow because I thought it brought on the summer beachy vibes for the summer days. I'm so excited for summer. Anyways, I colored with Copic markers. I cut with the coordinating dies. My color choices for oxides are Tattered Rose, Candied Apple, Spice Marmalade, Squeezed Lemonade, and Tea Dye. So let's get started. So I'm starting out with a panel of Distress Watercolor cardstock, and I'm going in at the top. This is going to be the top of my sky with the Tattered Rose with a very light touch, just adding a little bit of color. This first pass through, I'm not going to worry too much about the blending, and I'm just trying to get a light color across the page. I'm going to pull down a little bit with those darker colors so it kind of gives a more rounded feel to the sky. When you're working with Distress Oxide inks and doing ink blending, any kind of ink blending, the paper is really important. I find that I really like the Distress watercolor cardstock, but I also often use Canson Bristol Smooth. Both are really good at allowing the colors to blend really well. So one of the keys to ink blending is lots and lots of passes. You just keep going in with more color and going over those blends just to get it to the point that you want. You don't always have to use circular motion. Sometimes I go with a straight pass over the paper. I think that helps with the sky. I think sometimes in real life the sky has like those layers of lines of color, and so I kind of like to add that into my ink blending technique. I have sped this up to 2 times. I'm not this fast normally, but I didn't think you wanted to watch me ink blend for eternity. So now I'm gonna go in and work on that sand now that I got the sky pretty much how I like it. And I'm gonna add in, like, I wanna make sure that it's not like just a straight line. I want some definition, I don't know if definition's the word, but I want, a little like natural organic feel to the sand. Now I'm going to do a little water splats. I just love the way they look, and normally I wouldn't do this in my splat box, but I was gonna do splatters, and then I realized, oh yeah, I'm just doing water and I still need to ink blend over that because I don't like the stark white, so I like to just go back in with those same colors, just blend a little bit over that, and it just adds a little texture without being like you just threw water all over this piece of paper. So I'm just blending that out, kind of deepening that rounding effect on the darker colors. And this is an acrylic blending mat that I have it on. I've just got it recently and I've been testing it out. So now it's time to get those splatters. I have some Distress spray, I think it's Oxide spray in Scorched Timber, and I am just I watered it down a little bit and used a fan brush to add those splatters, and then I'm doing just a little bit of drying so that when I flip it around to do some other splatters that it's not smudging too much. So now I'm going to go in with a white bleed-proof ink. This is from Dr. P.H. Martin's, but any white ink will work. Ink or acrylic paint, whatever. I just water it down a little bit and then splatter away. I really do love the effect of a splatter. I know some people don't like the messy look, but for me, it's like that. Just like the splatter of waves, and you know, when you're at the beach, things just aren't always like crystal clear or perfect. It's kind of hazy, and there's like sand flying and waves flying. So that was kind of my inspiration. Now I'm just doing a second panel. I just want a horizontal panel across my cardstock base. So I'm just going in with the yellow and the orange and just doing a little bit of blending, and I did a little bit of water splatters. And I am going to cut this down just a little bit to make it fit my card. But right now I am really happy with the blends I got and the colors. Now I want to put this card on a white card base. And for me, beachy vibes have like these like really vibrant earthy colors and then like a stark white. And so I want this panel to really stand out against that stark white. So I'm going in with a really soft touch, just with what's left over on my brush, to just kind of frame around, like do a little vignette around the outer edges of the panel. And I just think that's gonna really make it pop. Now it's time to play around with design. I'm just taking my colored pieces. I really like to, you know, sometimes I have a plan in my mind, and other times I just like to just sit down and color, just enjoy the process, and then cut all my images out and just have a little play with design and, you know, clustering things here and there and kind of looking for a design that is kind of cohesive and flows together and kind of makes your eye move around the paper. So we're going from the sun and clouds to the sentiment, and then down, it curves around. On this second panel, I had this idea for just like a big block of color with these cute little summer icons going across the page. So I'm just kind of laying out my flip-flops and beach bags and summery goodies. And now I've decided, yes, I do want to cut that down a little bit. So bringing out the paper trimmer, good old paper trimmer. And at first I thought I wanted this to go all the way across the card. I'm just like crisping up those edges there, and then I decided, nah, I think I want it smaller. So just inking up those edges again. And I think I'm gonna go even smaller because it kind of looks like a mistake when it's like too thin of a border there. I think I just want a crisp like white border around it. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to mat this. So this is a good time to let you know that this is part of a collaboration hop with the Not Too Shabby design team. You can click the description box, the more in the description box below, and you'll find a link to the playlist for all of the videos, as well as a link to enter the giveaway. So I did decide on a black mat for that, and I also embossed the Here's to Lazy Days and ice cream cones on black cardstock with white embossing powder, and I really liked the way that popped, and I felt that it helped the black mat kind of be cohesive and set this nice, it's like kind of a little stepped up of a clean and simple. It's about as clean and simple as I get. So now it's just time to glue those little pieces down. I've got my glue press gun, and I I jokingly joked with, kiddingly, I was talking to my husband and I said, this should be, titled "The One Where Julie Struggles with Her Glue Gun." Because it was a real struggle bus that day. I don't know why. I will fess up that I did leave my glue gun out, not in the holder, not with any lid on it for a while. And so I think I just need to clean out the nozzle because it just keeps sticking on me, because it was not doing that until that happened. So I think I just need a good old clean out. Anyways, I do really, really like that precision press. It's just a lot easier to squeeze. It's convenient, and I'm really impressed with it. So that is that card. And now it's just time to glue down the Summer Love. I love those little bubble letters. It was really fun to do a little kind of gradation. Those blends were fun with just the red, orange, and yellow color palette. I just kind of really love the way this all is coming together. So I did pop that sun up on dimensionals. One of these days I'm gonna figure out how to keep my card in the frame. I think that the view that I see on my camera is just a little bit different than what it actually shows up when I go to look at the video. So I'm just gonna have to adjust somehow. Because I look and it looks like it's in frame, and then who knows? All the fun details of figuring out how to make videos. Teaching an old dog new tricks. Anyways, I'm popping that up on a dimensional, and then I am super excited about how this turned out. Like, just see how that vignette just like really makes the background pop against the card. Here's me struggling again. Gotta pull out the replacement. Anyways, normally I would put that on a dimensional, but I'm really trying to make myself, make my cards more mailable. So that is that. There's the 2 cards I made with the set stamp and die of the month. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I hope you enjoyed this card process. Be sure to check the link in the description box for the giveaway and to see the playlist of all my teamies. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next one.